What's going on, YouTube? Premonition here, back again with another replay. Today, I think this was an unranked game. I'm going to be playing a lot more of those. Just to, I'll play a lot more of those for this season. Stay away from ranked until the start of next season. That way I can try to get out of Gold League quicker, because right now, it's just, taking forever because I was so deep in it. So I'm hoping my placement matches of next season will hopefully put me into platinum, because I know I can get there. I mean, it's not, I have full confidence in my capabilities that I can do that. So I mean, for right now I'll just try to better my craft and unranked, and I think with this it matches you up with somewhat your skill level, maybe even a little bit better. But I'm not positive on that. That's what it just seems lately. But anyway, this guy wasn't ranked, I think. Maybe he was, I can't remember. But anyway, we're starting off. I see he's just going with the single gateway. I start off with a 2-gate gas. Get a couple zealots to put out some early pressure here. They're to defend. I can't remember what I did. This was a couple days ago. But without further ado, what was I doing over here? Oh yeah, I just set him right here to make sure nothing was going down or anything. And this is actually a macro game compared to my other videos that were like cheeses and just bullshit. I mean, I like playing both styles. If it's late at night and I want to screw around a little bit, I'll do like the cannon rush, just to get people's reactions, because I like seeing that. Even if they get mad at me, I mean, it's whatever. It's a game. But I do like playing the macro games as well. Way I can get better. Obviously, when I'm not too tired to play. But it looks like right now this guy is up at 800 minerals. You can definitely tell he's newer just by that. Yeah, he's getting ready to go up to 1,000 minerals. Meanwhile, I'm not doing any better. I'm too focused on my probe right now. I'm skyrocketing. But get a couple zealots out, get my adept to put some pressure on his mineral line. Get my expansion here. Pretty solid time, I think. It could be a little bit better, but going for that 2-gate really slowed it down. And just like that, my minerals are back down. But can't remember what I went for this in this build. Huh. I'm drawing a blank, but moving across the map, see what he has. See, he has a couple of adepts, or an adept and a zealot, I should say. I shade in there just to see what's going down. That zealot dealt with those 2 adepts and whatnot, so I'm in his mineral line, taking out as much close as possible before his reinforcements come in. And I managed to... I don't know if I get out of there in time. I do. Alright. So I did get a pretty solid amount of probe kills here. I was going to click on that just to see, but it's too slow. Open up with more gateways at home, along with an immortal. It looks like he's going straight stalker as soon as he could build him. So I mean, that's the best counter I could think of at that point in time, which is obviously the best one. Back into his mineral line, taking out some more probes here. But I have 5 kills on this adept alone, so I'm assuming I probably had another 3 or 4 on the other one. So, I mean, actually, let's check the units lost. Can I do that? I've killed, yeah, we'll say roughly 10 to 13 probes. A couple of those were his zealots and his adept, so I mean, That was a pretty good trade, I think. Active forces? Oh, that ain't it. Anyway, let's check out my APM. I was actually at 100 APM this game. Wow. I am shocked, honestly, but I'm trying to get better at multitasking and going by the 5-second rule. I actually learned that. I think it was last night. Don't spend more than 5 seconds doing any which thing on this game. That's what I mean right here. I was 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 seconds looking at this particular spot. 5+ seconds, I should say. And I shouldn't have. I should have been doing other things at this point in time. But right now I'm just still looking at that spot. So here we go. Get my upgrades. Get my observer out so I can see just what exactly he's going for a build. So I did see that one Robo Bay, I think. Yeah. So I do see one Robo Bay. So that could open the door for a Colossi Disruptor play for him. And much like myself, I go for a Twilight Council to get blank. Because obviously this is probably going to be a Stalker game. Just based on what I have seen so far from him. And, you know, new players tend to go for a lot of Stalkers. Because that's the unit they get right out the gate, basically. No pun intended. But, I just kept pumping out Immortals as soon as I could afford them. To counter that. I'm building a couple cannons here just to... I see that observer actually, and I try to put some cannons around my base to prevent him from coming in and seeing what I'm doing. I don't know if I did that in time. I am actually going to look at his vision just to see. Oh, he actually didn't come in with it. That is interesting. Okay. So I did this for no reason, but, you know, better safe than sorry. I mean, I just wasted, what is that, 600 minerals. No, I put up 5. So 750 minerals on cannons that I could have used for units and whatnot. So right now I'm just getting a couple, what the hell is it called? A sentry. Just for scouting purposes when I get enough energy, which I do here. But I do that a little bit later. I get a hallucinated Phoenix to better gauge what's going on. It's quicker than an observer, and it covers a wider radius. So that's probably the better move. But I'm getting my upgrade level 2 for my weapons. More Immortals. I mean, I'm just keep pumping them out. I do get a... Okay, right here. So, I only see 3 gateways and a Robo Bay, as you can see. And at this point, I knew I had the better situation going on for me. Even though I do see a lot of Adepts, which doesn't really make any sense to me, considering it's a Protoss versus Protoss. I mean, what's a light unit for Protoss? The probes, that's about it. Yeah, they have no armor. Stalkers have armor. I mean, everything has armor minus the probes. So, I mean, there's no light unit that is worth killing on the late game here. Unless he wants to go for like some sort of harass, but I mean, it just wouldn't make any sense to me doing that in a TVT. PvP. Wow, apparently I'm high tonight. Anyway, I'm just putting up some more perimeter pylons here and a couple more cannons. And I'm just patiently waiting, building up my army here. I get my hallucinated Phoenix here, send it across that map there. See what's going on. He's hovering at 1,200 minerals and 1,400 gas. I'm not doing any better with my gas, and my minerals at this point in time, but, you know, I do manage to spend it eventually. So I mean, at least I have that going for me. He still has nothing to really ask for. I do see his army right here. He has a few stalkers, a couple of immortals. Nothing I can't handle with my army. So at that point in time, I see that kind of army composition. So I get more robo-bays, and I go for the disruptor play. And I actually do go for Archons here as well. I prefer getting my Archons through the Dark Shrine instead of Templars, because they do cost, what is it? High Templars are 50 minerals and 150 gas, I believe. And Dark Templar are, what are they? 125 and 125? Yeah, okay. So I mean, they're a little bit cheaper on the gas, which is always nice, and the minerals really doesn't matter to me, because you're getting minerals way quicker than you're getting gas, so I'd rather have it go that way, but that's just me. And these disruptors here will shortly be coming out. One of them is already out here. I just learned. I actually just learned that when you shoot the what is it? The prismatic something here. Purification Nova. I botched that pretty well. When you shoot that out, you can actually control it if you click on it and move it around. Like, I tried for the longest to figure out how to do that, and I went full retard. You know, that's the simplest way to do it, and I didn't think of that until probably like 2 weeks ago. Because I'm watching these freaking games, I'm seeing them move, like control the ball or whatever. It's like, how are you doing that? Like, I tried for like 20 minutes one night trying to figure out how to do it, and I couldn't. But yeah. Enough of me embarrass myself playing this game. So go for my 4th expansion here. He's letting me go willy-nilly. You know, get my economy up and getting more income than him. What is the income here? He actually has more income than me. That is shocking. I have more harvesters, but he has more income. He only has 3 bases. Okay. Well, I mean, we're tied right now, so okay. I guess that's understandable, but... So, alright, yeah. Now I see that he has more and more gateways, so I think this is where I decide to attack, so he can't build up his army much more than it already is. Because as of right now, I think my upgrades are superior to his. What do I do here? G? Alright. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have much upgrades myself, but at least I have 3-1. He doesn't have any upgrades except Blink and obviously Warpgate. But here I go with getting my my Archons here. Put these in the front to absorb the damage, because you can see they have 350 mineral shields and only 10 health. So I mean, they're like a meat shield, but they also do freaking shit ton of damage, as you can see. 34 normal and 47 biological. And I don't know if are zealots biological. Oh yeah, right down there. So yeah, they are. What about stalkers? I gotta learn this. So stalkers mechanical, and zealots are biological, mechanical. Interesting. All right. So here I go. I move across the map. I warp in some more units to max out my supply. Send them across the map. And here we go. Almost have that +2 armor upgrade. I'm already maxed out on my my attack weapons. So I mean, I already have the upper hand. Like, I had the upper hand probably 6 minutes ago when I had +1. But here we go. Get up my guardian shields and freaking just start throwing out my Novas here. Got one good hit. Got another couple good ones right there. I took out a big chunk of chunk of his army, and I just steamroll him after this point. But this guy wasn't really much competition, but I mean, neither am I. But you know, it's good to practice macroing up and getting an RP composition that you're comfortable with to attack. And you know, I got the GG. I probably could have ended it 3-4 minutes ago, but you know, I just wanted to max out just for the sake of it. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more, please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.